Hey everyone, it's VM Campos Magic Fan. So I just flew in from Ikoria, and boy are my arms and wings and multiple eyes tired. And what did I bring with me? A whole bunch of booster packs of the brand new set in Magic. So that's what I opened up right here. We're gonna go through everything that I bought, everything that I cracked, and see what the good stuff is. Now, don't forget to check the description so you can jump to the various sections of this video if you only care about the mythics and such, but I'm going to go through basically everything that I got. Let's get started. First off, let's start with some beautiful foils. I got Essence Scatter. Wow, look at that, it's so foily and amazing. Startling Development, what a cute little creature with the other little birds and stuff. Memory Leak, pretty epic. Forbidden Friendship, this is the one that forms a cool little story. Migratory Greathorn, this is a great combo piece and it's only a common. So these are some common foils. And then we have the Splendor Mare. This is such a splendid art. Look at that, it's so foily, amazing. Flame Spill, the spell with trample, basically. Watch out, kid, you're gonna get flame spilled on you. It's not funny. And the Zenith Flare, so this is the one that everyone loves to really finish off your opponent. Look at how splendid that is as well, so flary. I'll talk about the rare and mythic foils when I get to those. Next up, just for fun, the tokens. This is like the ugliest cat I've ever seen here. I got one of those, but then we got a way cuter cat right here, Catbird, I love it. The Human Soldier, that's an epic pose. So I've got a bunch of humans, Human Soldier as well, pretty cool extended art on all of these, another Human Soldier there, I love the little crystal that he's got. Yep, bunch of humans, they multiply like crazy. Kraken, I only got one Kraken token, that would have been very cool in foil. A Shark token, look at it fly. A Dinosaur, but then I didn't get number 9, I don't know what number 9 is. Number 10 is a Beast, really cute. A Dinosaur Beast. Who needs a Beast? Because then you can have a Dinosaur Beast. And then the Companion card. That's cool. That must look cool in foil. I got only 4 of these push-out tokens for the various types of counters. So I got almost every one of the tokens except 2 of them. So that's cool. As for the commons, well, I got these sort of like, these colorless creatures, which is interesting. Farfinder, every time I see it, if I don't read it properly, it looks like it says Fart Finder. And then we've got the Mysterious Egg, so really cool, like, this is, 0-1 in the whole set. In white, well, it's all commons. What's the important stuff in white? Pacifism is cool, that dinosaur is so high right there. And then a Garrison Cat, Surefooting, the Serval, yeah, etc. It's the commons. Hey look, there's a Wanderer. They're kind of wandering into my video. As for the blue, there's the Essence Scatter. Again, this is all the commons. Do you care about the commons? I got a ton of them. Glimmer Bell is fun. You would love to play with a Nightmare Pangolin, I'm sure. So Gloom Pangolin, beautiful colors on that. The Serrated Scorpion with that Obosh deck that is currently tearing things up. Unlikely Aid, another Scorpion. Yeah, these are the commons. Whisper Squad, it's doing more than you think. Dark Bargain, another Scorpion. Yep, it's all the commons. Blazing Volley is back. 1 red to do 1 damage to all of your opponent's creatures. That's a cool asymmetrical bit of damage. Ooh, the Spell Eater Wolverine is cool. Tentative Connection, beautiful art on that. That little gremlin. There's the other part of that plot that I was telling you about. Yep, so all the red commons, got a little bit of everything. Ooh, Lava Serpent. In green, here is the non-foil Migratory Greathorn, Fertilid, Plummet, that poor little bird, dragon, dinosaur thing is like totally dead. Cute little boar, etc. The mole, Flycatcher, Giraffid, what is this thing? Ram Through is amazing and it's a common. Yeah, fully grown. There's a story behind that one as well. And the almighty Brushwag. I keep wanting to call it Bushwag, but it's a Brushwag. He's so mighty. Look at that other guy right there. He's like totally GTFO. The common artifacts, there aren't that many, right? There's the Sleeper Dart and the Springjaw Trap, so I got plenty of these, which is 2 mana draws a card, basically, and then the other ability is whatever, but 2 mana to draw 1 card in any color. You're kind of sleeping on the Sleeper Dart, perhaps. Evolving Wilds is back, so again, perfect for a commander. I got 3 of those. There's a cycle of common dual lands. They all come into play tapped, and then they give you 1 life. And, yep, it's the classic Scoured Barrens, Dismal Backwater, etc. Basically, it's the new Ikoria versions of all of these classic dual lands that come into play tapped. Well, at least they give you a life, unlike, you know, a gate that just comes in tapped and it doesn't do anything else. Although it has a land type of gate, which I guess that matters. In the plain old lands, I got at least 1 of each. The collation of all that was kind of interesting. And again, the art on this is beautiful. Look at those crystals and that sunset and everything. I just can't decide which of these lands that I like the most. I like how that's kind of monochromatic. I love the crystals on that, and the crystals on that are beautiful too. So many beautiful lands. Tell me which one you think in the comments. That one's amazing. Although it's sort of a little bit more towards forest rather than swamp. We've got the mountains, really cool. There's these forests. Wow, I love these. All of these would be great in various decks. I got 1 premium foil land, just 1 mountain, but it looks pretty epic. Look at how that shows up on the camera with those purple colors and everything. Really nice. Going to the uncommons, we've got a Flourishing Fox, only 1 of these, and this one definitely ends games in the right deck. Got the Valiant Rescuer, makes a bunch of cool little helpers. I got the Huntmaster Liger for one of my cat decks that I want to build, 2 of those, nice. Got a couple of Mentors, there's that Mare again, Lockdown, that's what I feel like during the days of COVID, and the Crapidor, Fight as 1. So, yep, that's the uncommons. Will of the All-Hunter. In blue, I like that I got a couple of these Ominous Seas for that sort of shenanigans deck, and it's not legendary, so you can make so many Krakens if you play your cards right. Such as, for example, a Reconnaissance Mission to draw you more cards. There's the Mentor in blue. There's a Mentor in every color, right? Escape Protocol. Give me my wishes, Iluna, please. Subdual. There's a new counter spell, but with a cycle if you don't need it. Oh yeah, the Avian Oddity. Look at that. It's so odd. And that's like 50 different wings on the 1 bird. Is that real? I wish that had flavor text. In black, I got some nice stuff. I always identify with this. There's the Void Beckoner. There's the card that's the Godzilla version of the card, the Death Corona, but that's the plain old version. The Zagoth Mamba. Now, how do you say it? Zagoth? How do you even like to pronounce that? Call of the Death Dweller. Amazing art on that. So much purple. This is hilarious. A big thing about to eat a little thing, about to eat a little thing, about to eat a little thing. There's always a bigger thing ready to eat you. Unbreakable Bond. Pretty cute art, as well as this Insatiable Hemophage. So much blood. Grim Dancer, so many eyes and skulls and spikes. Wow, I just love the style of the cards in black in Ikoria. In red, we got the Momentum Rumbler. I kind of love it that it gets first strike and then double strike. That's fun. Reptilian Reflection has been pretty fun in my Luca Planeswalker deck that I like. What else? There's the Flame Spill, regular, Footfall Crater, Weaponize the Monsters. Yeah, I didn't realize that, spoiler alert, Luca becomes sort of villainous in the story. I didn't think about that until I heard the interview with Django Wexler, so that's kind of interesting if you haven't read the story. In green, let's see what's good here. We've got hilarious the Titanoth Rex. It's an 11/11 trample, or cycle it away if you don't need it, and when you cycle it, you give another creature a trample counter, so for 9 mana. What else? The most cutest little critter of all, the wolf bear, the exuberant wolf bear with his little furry companion rider on top there with his little kimono ears. Another Mentor, cute little spider. I like the Ivy Elemental, an X-Spell creature. Those are always fun. Sterix, Charge of the Forever Beast, etc. So green is fun. I only got 1 of these Monstrous Steps, and I love the art on that. Look at how it's so colorful and luminous. So this is another one of those cute little bear things. In the multicolored, I got only one copy of the Sprite Dragon. This one, people love this one. A 1/1 flying with haste that gets bigger and bigger. And the Zenith Flare again, non-foil version, General's Enforcer, really cool, really protects your legendary creature. Trumpeting Gunnar. Love the art on this little mutator. Parcel Beasts, a couple of bucks. Dire Tactics, Primal Empathy. Yeah, so some fun multicolored cards over here. Narset is back. Lord Drakus. I think of this as like Lord Drakus, but it's nothing like that at all. And then the Regal Leosaur, another Force. Then we've got the hybrid ones, the Alert, Herd Bonder, Cunning Knight Bonder, Jubilant Sky Bonder, and Proud Pipe Wild Bonder. So that's kind of cool, this cycle of these bonders. So much bonding going on. Give me them crystals. So I got pretty much all the crystals except Raugrin Crystal for some reason. So Indotha Crystal, Ketria, Savai. It used to be called Mardu, but okay, Boomer, get with the new names. There's the Zagoth Crystal, and I'm missing the Raugrin Crystal, so that torments me. Moving over to the rares, the white rare. So I got the ugly cat right here. Sorry, Cub Warden, but you know, I love cats, but this is like one of the ugliest cats I've ever seen. But I love its ability to make more 1/1s every time it mutates, and it's a 3/5 for 4 mana. Then we've got the Lava Brink Venturer, protection from converted mana costs of a chosen value, even or odd, really fun. In blue, I got one of the Mythoses, Mythos of Illuna, so 4 mana. To make copies of things. We've got the Voracious Great Shark, the counter spell on a creature with flash, and it gets you a 5/4 for 5 mana. In black, very interesting, I got 2 extinction events. I love a good board wipe. Watch out, Commander Playgroup, I've got more board wipes. 4 mana to exile all things of a chosen even or odd value, and zeros, which are tokens, even count right there if I choose that. So beautiful. In red, I also got 2 of the same Unpredictable Cyclone. That's pretty unpredictable that I got 2 of the same one. In green, I got another Mythos. This is the Mythos of Barocos. This is the one about searching for stuff, and I love the Seb McKinnon artwork, the sort of like Caves of Lascaux style. Gem Razor, people love this one. 4 mana for a 4/4 with Reach and Trample, and when it mutates, it destroys stuff. And then we've got the Colossification. This will be perfect for my cat deck to make my little 1/1 cat into a 21/21, but it has to be tapped for the first iteration of it. In the multicolored, I got the, well, here's the land, the Raugrin Triome. So the Triomes are going to be worth a few bucks. I only managed to get 1 Triome, the Raugrin Triome. And we've got Song of Creation, very nice, great shenanigans on that. I got 2 Eerie Ultimatums, which is pretty cool. Bring back so many things from your graveyard. Then we've got 1 Emergent Ultimatum. Then we've got Whirlwind of Thought. There's Narset Thinking really, really hard. Then we've got the Sky Cat Sovereign. Really cool, gives +1 to your flyers. Offspring's Revenge, the saddest card of all. Look at that little cute creature avenging its dead parent there. Although it would have been, of course, perfect with so much blood everywhere, but then it would be too violent. And then right here, I got a premium Death's Oasis. So a nice foil rare Death's Oasis. Look at that little creature right there with its eyes glowing and everything. So what does it do again? Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, put blah blah blah. This is a novel. Moving on. Okay, now we're talking here in the artifacts. I got 1 copy of the Ozolith. Very nice. It helps you keep your counters. Just don't let it get destroyed. Legendary artifact, and it stores your counters away for safekeeping. For example, from the 2 Crystalline Giants that I got. This is really fun. It's a 3 casting cost, 3/3 that eventually gets Flying, First Strike, Death Touch, Hexproof, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, Vigilance, and a +1. 2 of them. Beautiful. Let's move over to the Mythic Rares. Here's what I got in the Mythic Rares. First of all, I got a Brokos Apex of Forever. 5 mana, trampling, mutating, 6/6 creature that whenever that you can cast it for its mutate cost from the graveyard, so it keeps coming back forever. Next is the Illuna Apex of Wishes. Another 5 casting cost legendary creature. This is a beast elemental dinosaur 6/6 with mutate, flying and trample. Whenever it mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land permanent, and put that card into the battlefield. So that's pretty amazing effect as well. All of these mythics are amazing. For example, Narset of the Ancient Way. I never quite realized, but I thought she was standing and kicking. She's actually jumping and kicking. If you see, there's her other foot there, and she's totally kicking. And we all know what Narset does. +1. You gain 2 life, and then you get mana in this Triome. Only for non-creature spells. -2. Draw a card, then discard a card, then do damage to something based on the CMC of the card. Or -6. I love this one. You get an emblem with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it deals 2 damage to any target. Pretty fun. Then we've got Kinan, Bondra Prodigy, the amazingly costed Simic broken card that lets you make infinite mana if you play your cards right. Ooh, get on my squad there, Kinan. I love you. And then lastly, we have the Fiend Artisan. I love you more than Kinan. 2 mana in Golgari colors. But there's no such thing as Golgari on Ikoria. So this is like the new Tarmogoyf plus Birthing Pod. It's a 1/1, but it gets +1 for each creature card in your graveyard. You pay Golgari +X and tap, sacrifice a creature, and go get another creature. If you haven't seen the animation of this on Arena, it's pretty epic, weird, and nightmare-inducing, because after all, this is a creature nightmare, one of the most valuable cards in the set, yes! Let's move over to the showcase cards. These are so beautiful. I'm so happy with these. You've got to see these in real life. First of all, the Sea Dasher Octopus. I love this little 2/2 with flash that mutates for 2 mana, and then it draws you a card when it deals damage. I love the art style on this. Antonio Bravo did a great job. All of these showcase cards are so beautiful. Look at this Parcel Beast. Pretty amazing. Archipelagore. I got 2 of these. That name is a little bit too punny for my tastes, but I love the art. And this Pouncing Shore Shark, I kind of don't like the regular art version of it, but this showcase one is epic. I just love these arts. Look at this, the Chittering Harvester. 2 of these. This is like some very cute nightmare fuel. The Porcupine Parrot. Beautiful. Look at all these red colors, and that parrot is totally swole. I can't even believe it. 2 of those. Boneyard Lurker. Beautiful epic art. Look at that. It's got a skull in one of its antlers or something. The Trumpeting Gnar. It's just like totally trumpeting at you. I love the close-up nature of it and how it's kind of like behind the name but in front of the box, and it's like epic. Vulpikeet. Really cute sort of thing. The perspective was a little weird. Is he about to eat this hornet thing, or is it just the hornet thing in the background? It could have been done slightly better, but still beautiful. The Dreamtail Heron. I love the sort of movement of this one, and it's just shrieking at you. I wonder what it tastes like. The Cavern Whisper. Beautiful art. Those purples, those eyes, those greens. Amazing. Cloud Piercer. The yellow on this is just beautiful, and it contrasts with the blues and the greens. Then we've got the Migratory Greathorn. So which one do you like better? The normal one or the showcase one? Obviously this normal one, get it out of here. This migratory one that is the Kev Walker art is obviously way more beautifuler. And then we've got the Trumpeting Gnar in foil treatment. That's pretty fun. So I got 1 of each, the regular art, the showcase art, and then the foil showcase. It's kind of funny that it's like drool and spittle is also shiny. Next up, let's talk companions. So here's the companions that I got. I got good old Yorion, totally destroying the metagame. I got 1 of those. I got a Zirda, the Dawnmaker. I sort of want to call it Zedra rather than Zirda, but I'll get used to it. Pretty cool one there. Ziganta, the Wellspring. Besides these ones like don't see a lot of play, but they're kind of interesting. There's Lutri, so cute, so banned. I got a copy of it. Nice. We got the Obosh, the Prey Piercer, that is perhaps shaking things up again. And then we've got Umori, the Collector. So this one's pretty interesting, pretty fun that it likes to collect a bunch of things. And then after that, oh, what's that? That's Alurus right there. Now this is the one that's totally destroying Vintage and Standard and every single format. How can you top this particular Nightmare Cat? Well, perhaps if you get it in foil to really oppress your opponents with. So I got 2 of these in 1 box, the regular treatment and then the foil. And I think there might be an extended art one, or showcase style or something, but anyway, I'm happy with that. These are totally amazing, so valuable. Some of the most valuable ones in this whole set, and I got 2 of them. Oh, actually, there is one more card that I got. Luca Coppercoat Outcast Full Art Showcase Frame, or whatever it's called. This is the card that everyone wants. This is the one. This is the sneak attack on a creature. This is the one that is creating some of the most powerful oppressive decks ever. And I got it here in the Full Art Showcase Mythic Rare. So 5 mana to get a 5 loyalty, +1 who cares, -7 who cares, -2 that's the one that people care about. Exile target creature you control, then reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card with higher CMC and put it into the battlefield. Okay, so the big trick here is to have little 1/1 tokens or whatever, any kind of token because their casting cost is 0, and then -2, and then bring out Agent of Treachery. And then of course with Yorion right over here, you then blink those Agents of Treacheries and then you steal all of your opponent's stuff. It's disgusting. There's an amazing combo right here. And then to like really insult your opponent, put in Aluris as well. Like this is the most vile and violent deck you've ever seen right here, and I'm holding the cards. Oh yeah, and then also put in Lutri. Where did Lutri go? So cute, so banned, so in here somewhere. Plus Triomes and stuff. So yep, that was my box opening. So there you go, Magic fans. I got a bunch of cool stuff, some powerful stuff, some really beautiful art, some really powerful cards. I'm really happy with this box opening. So many good cards to play with, to put into my various decks, to collect, to trade, to marvel at. If you like this video, don't forget to head on over to my Patreon, patreon.com/vmcampos. I've actually got a deck tech video with Luca himself and with Narset actually, which reminds me, I didn't get the Vivian Planeswalker, that's the only one that I missed. But anyway, go to my Patreon, you get some exclusive deck techs right there. The free version of the deck tech is on the channel right here, just go back and search. Or the exclusive one where you get even more deck tech out of those is available at my Patreon, patreon.com/vmcampos. That's for $1. All my extra content on Patreon is $1. You can also follow for free on that Patreon to be alerted to everything that I do, such as my streams, my comic book videos, Comic-Con, cosplay, all the stuff that I do, Magic, everything. Follow for free to be alerted. I've also got a podcast. Go search your favorite podcast app for VM Campos and listen as I talk about Magic with a variety of players at a variety of skill levels, talking all about Magic with a focus on Magic Arena. That's for free. Just search your favorite podcast app for VM Campos. At the $2 tier on my Patreon, I will actually mail you a vintage card straight from my collection. No, not a Black Lotus. No, not a Luris. But some cool cards for your collection in thanks for going to the $2 tier. This has been VM Campos, and I'll see you in the Indatha Triome.